the sentiment, granted, yes, it kind of accelerated recently, but the sentiment's been getting bearish all year, right?
Well, that's what I mean, is it's been through the whole thing. But see, that your point's exactly what I'm trying to say, JC, is that the sentiment has accelerated recently. When do we usually bottom?
When sentiment accelerates, right?
I mean,
but usually, usually the S&P's off 30% by then.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, is I'm not saying that we won't go further, and I think there are some technical levels that are a little lower that could still keep us in a major uptrend, still be fine. I mean, that 550, 560 level on the SPY, somewhere in the zone. I'm not pinpointing exact. Those kind of things are still possible, but they don't have to happen either. And sentiment, I think, will play a role in that, because eventually money who's watching these things and saying, okay, wait a minute, these software companies have just been getting crushed, but those weren't bad earnings. There's still something behind these companies. And again, the tariff argument, I think, and the fear of change is really what we're still playing with right now. But on the other end of it, I'm a real old school guy that says that if we actually did get some level of efficiency in the government, that's where all inflation's created. And that would help every business out there. And our economy really is top in the world when we're running, when we're working it. And so I think there's definitely a lot of potential that's still there. But I think you're at a crossroads right now to where this could roll over easily, but even without being considered rolled over, we got another 20 points on the S&P that we just have to basically fumble through if they want it. But you got nice patterns now that could definitely bottom, and things are getting a bit stretched when it comes to RSI and some of the lower levels, to where I think it's a matter of just what happens here in the headlines and where does it push. But I think even if we do hit those lower levels, unless there's really something worse than I'm seeing, I think it's going to be a reflexive move.